There are a lot of accessories for the Nintendo Switch, much more than most other consoles, because a portable like that just opens itself up to so many different ideas and options, and I've even covered a number of them on this channel before. Sadly, not all of them can be, well, good. So let's talk about some of the Nintendo Switch accessories that you should absolutely not buy.
Nintendo, it's for breakfast now! Nintendo, it's a cereal! Wow!
I mentioned before about the importance of having a screen protector for the Switch, but not all screen protectors are equal, and one of the worst ones comes from PDP, which really sucks, by the way, because this is actually the main one that's pushed at most retailers. It even says, oh, it's the official one for the system. Don't fall for that trap. This is not a good one to have. It's going to create a ton of air bubbles no matter how hard you try. There are a lot of other options out there from companies like Hori. You can also get higher quality ones like glass screen protectors, but when it comes to just getting an affordable cheap one, don't buy this one. It is just not a good idea. Next, let's talk about some official Nintendo products that aren't exactly up to quality snuff, starting with the Joy-Con wheel. Now, to be honest, I'm a little biased in this because I don't really care about using motion controls in Mario Kart, but I did it before on the Wii, and that $15 piece of plastic still was pretty fun to use because it was a full-size wheel that felt kind of natural. This one, because the Joy-Con is smaller, it's also a smaller wheel that just feels honestly really weird and doesn't really get the job done. It just feels like a slightly larger Joy-Con at the end of the day. Also, the design itself just isn't that great. The shoulder buttons have a larger travel time, so it doesn't really work the way you want it to when you need to jump or use items. It's just not comfortable. I mean, for a kid, this could maybe work. I think it's fine in that case, but if you're like me and spend all your time playing video games as an adult, and you want a wheel that's actually going to perform well, not a good choice. There are knockoff third-party options that are larger and probably going to suit your needs better. Don't go with the Nintendo one unless you have the hand size of a 10-year-old. Then we have a product that isn't bad in the sense of that it does its job terribly. I mean, it gets the job done fine for what it says it'll do, but it solves a problem that I don't see anyone having, and that's a battery extension for your Joy-Cons. Now, to begin with, this is a $35 piece of plastic that holds batteries. Let that sink in for a moment. I mean, you get two of them, great, but that's still 35 bucks for this. For giving a 20-hour battery life Joy-Con additional charge time. I mean, I've not once had a Joy-Con die on me because I just plug it back into the Switch whenever I'm done playing, and they recharge up perfectly fine. If for some reason your Joy-Cons are dying a lot though, you could use this to make it a bulky monstrosity that just doesn't really do anything that you need to have it do. I mean, if it maybe charged the system at the same time, that'd be cool, but it can't because it's blocking off the controller and using it as a solo Joy-Con. I just don't buy this. You don't need it. Just plug the Joy-Con in overnight and you're fine. Next up, let's give Nintendo a little bit of a break and talk about third-party accessories again with the Level 1 chat headset. Now, before we even get into talking about the quality of this thing, let's just let the concept sink in that this is a chat headset for the Switch which doesn't currently have chat capabilities. So all this is a mono ear headset that sounds terrible. You might as well just use regular ear pods and be done with it. Instead though, they have this chat headset which isn't very good. Now, I mean, I get why it exists. This is just a rebrand of their PS4 and Xbox One models. It has a little red mark instead of a blue or green one, but even then, this is a cheap headset that is the definition of cheap. It just doesn't sound good, the chat qualities aren't great, it just feels flimsy, it's not comfortable. Just don't, even when the Switch does support chat with that monstrosity of a system that we've seen advertised for Splatoon, don't buy this one, get something else. Have you seen the, we'll get a picture of the Splatoon headset concept. It's because the Switch is going to use phones for chat.
That sounds stupid.
Yeah. Next, we're going back to Nintendo with a little bit of a hot take. I hate the Joy-Con grip. I can't stop you from having any of these, obviously, because you're going to get one when you buy your Switch in general, but please, don't spend money on buying any more of these. It is not comfortable remotely. If you want something that's traditional controller setup, save up your money and buy a Pro controller, and otherwise, just stick to using the Joy-Con separately. That is so much more comfy than using this thing, and if for some reason you do like this, still don't buy them, because you can buy another option that actually charges the controllers. At least you're getting some kind of additional function out of it, other than an awkward grip that just don't.
You don't like that?
I don't like this. I already said this in the initial Switch review. You were there.
I like that better than using the Pro controller.
That's insanity to me. So there you have it, 5 accessories for the Switch that you should not buy. Now this is by no means a knock against either companies I talked about here. I mean, this was all pretty much official Nintendo and PDP, but PDP, I love your Pixel Pals, keep making those. Nintendo, everything else you're doing is great. It's just some of these accessories aren't quite the things you should grab. Now, I will link below some alternative options to some things I talked about, better screen protectors, the charge grip, all that good stuff, but all this other stuff, don't grab those, please.